Hello guys, Susanna Easter here. I'm doing a bit of a project, and remember how I said this could be turned into a like a baby sampler or a birth plate or whatever, and I thought, oh, I gave myself a good idea. So what I was thinking, I've got this as well. I'm still working on that. I've got these which I have shrunk down, and I had these beautiful, I'll take these out. Ugh. I'll show you what I'm doing in a minute. Now they got glass in them. I had these frames and I want to use them. I've got I haven't got any grandchildren, but I've got adopted grandchildren, and she's got a daughter who is 4, who, you know, she's just adorable, and she's actually pregnant with twin girls. So I thought the oldest daughter, she saw my galah and really liked it, and I thought this will go there, and then I'm just going to put their name and date of birth. And I thought, well, I didn't make anything for her when she was little. We sort of gotten to know them after, you know, she was a little bit older. And then I'm going to make these, and I'll put one on one side because these have got things that hang up that way, and this one has got it that it's hanging that way, and I wanted it to be different anyway. So I thought, since I'm making some for the twins, I better do one for Amelia too. And remember when I was doing this, I said that you could I mean, that's how much smaller it is. You just shrink it down. I just did it to, you know, everything's different on everyone else's printer. So you just sort of play around with it. I took a couple of goes getting it the right size. So did that one that size, and then did that one that size, which you can see is quite a bit smaller. So and I thought, I'm not going to do all that because it's, you know, as you can see, I'm still busy working on it. But I am going to do, I'm just going to stitch on it, like, I've got pink background, like I've got this, and I thought if I start with the pink, at least I can do the darker pink here, and then just sort of do the lighter pink, and I might stitch in, you know, like I'll stitch around it, and you just sort of colour it in that way and make the feathers and all that kind of stuff. And then I had the one bunny going one way and then the other bunny going the other way. And what I've done, what you do with these, because you don't leave the glass in them, so you take the glass out, move these over, I'll just show you with the one frame. And then what you do, because it's clear, you get your bit of fabric and, you know, you line it all up and you see how it's going to be, and then you draw around it. And I've got a bit of these are like matte boards. I had a whole heap of matte boards, but this was a thicker, like a cardboard. So what I'm going to do is I made it a little bit bigger, because when you stitch it always pulls. So I've made it a little bit bigger, and once it's finished, I'll glue that onto that, and then that will, moving over, then that will go into here, and it'll puff out a little bit. Move that into there. And it's one of a couple that I had artworks or something in there, so it's not going to be, I'm just going to stitch on here and, you know, stitch the butterfly, and then just do their name and then the date they were born. So I've made it a little bit different. I put calico on there, and you know, the pink, I made it a little bit more girly, and then I just got this really pretty fabric. So that's what you do with these when you find these. I think this might have been an op shop. I had 3 op shop ones, and then this was like a sample pot, and then I sanded it down and then got wax. So so that is really good to see where you want to place stuff, because you can see through it. So I'll get rid of those eventually. And then I'll use these and they're ready to go. So that's pretty cool. So enough yapping. So I've got what I want to do. So what you do with this is you get your visor fix, you know, and or your bit of paper, this, and you trace around that. I traced it around it in pencil, and then went around it in the one of those permanent ink pens, and when you iron it down it stays permanent. Then I just stuck it onto the visor fix with the heat and bond, and then cut that out and stuck that on. And then with this one, in order to get left and right, I just traced around this bunny and then traced around that bunny, and then I also traced these, and for the other bunny I just use the opposite side. So you just sort of got to figure it out, so that way you know, just use this pattern, so it's quite easy. Okay, that's what you can do. Now I'm actually thinking, really like this bit of fabric. I think that would be really nice just to go on here. It's really pretty. So I'm probably going to come back to do that little embroidery. I was thinking I may stitch around it. I might actually grab some of the fabrics and just move this over. I just don't want it falling on me. Been busy doing more. Finally got my bits and pieces into there, so I might just, where are we? What colour works best? I think quite like that. So I might just do a quick zigzag stitch around there. Not zigzag, a straight stitch. That way if you do see it, it will be in that colour. Now this is from an old vintage what is it? Where did I get this from? Oh, pillowcase. Got from I think it's a pillowcase anyway, but I thought it's so pretty, and it looks like it's sniffing on there, and that's one, you know, sniffing on there. So I'm going to do stitching in there, and then I'll do the butterfly. I was so happy with how the butterfly turned out on that. Yeah, I just love it. It's so cute. So it'll be a little bit different to the other one, which is nice. So what I'll do, so what you need to do if you've got these, and you need to have wadding on the back of it. One side of wadding, when you get wadding, is a little bit fluffier, so you stick it on there. So I'm going to just quickly, I could go around on the machine, but just in case it gets seen when it goes into the frame, I'd rather do it this way. I think takes a little bit more time, but you know, gives it that more authentic look. So how are we all going? Just thought it would be nice to make something a little bit different from the patterns that I've got. So I've been hanging out to get in here to do this. I've been doing, well, I'll do most of the work off camera, but I'll show you what you need to do. And you just use, you know, thrifted frames, and you get the sampler pots, and it doesn't matter if they're chalky, you just get wax and, you know, sand it down, and you just take the glass out and the wadding and everything like that. They make the best little gifts. And so this is something that these girls can treasure and keep for the rest of their lives, which would be really nice. So what I'll do, to save you having to watch me, I'll pause it. Oh, it just looks so cute. Okay, back again. I've stitched around there like that, and because I had this thread, I thought I would just quickly stitch that down. Don't know if you can see that. I thought I'll just show you. And as you can see, you always need to make the backing here a little bit bigger, because it does, you know, I've ironed it down, but it does gather up, and it's a bit of a shocker at doing that. So it gathers up. So that's why you've always got to make it bigger. So it would have done the same, probably not to the extent if I had the same extent if I had have done it on the machine, because when you do a running stitch like that, it does tend, so when you do, this is like either a stab stitch or a slip stitch, really easy because it's got flies affix on there. This is a really easy stitch that you can use to stick it on. I used to, in the old days, do blanket stitch around it, but I quite like the look of this. Sort of, it's nice and quick, and you don't necessarily see it as much. So yeah, so I'll keep that for the other bunny. And so you can sort of, I don't know if you can see from where you are up there, it's already got that, because I've gone all the way through, it's got that real puffy look. It's really cute. So what I want to do is get out my threads. I'll keep this for this little guy. And I'm going to you know, just do some satin stitches on there, and this lends itself to, you know, some French knots, especially there. That'd be really nice. So I want to pick some colors, and then I'm just going to do a running stitch around there, and probably the same like this, just except for a really small one. I just like that. And I might do it in a, no, it's probably too thick, in a colour that is a little bit darker than the actual thing, probably a bit light. I wonder if I've got any pinks in the other one. I do, but they're probably a bit dark. I probably might have to get a DMC. I wonder if that'll work. Seems a bit thinner too. Oh yeah, I think that'll work. But then these are, oh, that almost lends itself to that. No, it doesn't work. I wanted to go variegated on the butterfly. I think that would look really nice, and I'm going to be using that on here as well as that one and this light one, which I'll probably use here too. Surprisingly, it's sort of like a purpley bit of a colour, but I need a darker red. It's a reddy pink. Yeah, I think that's it. This has got a bit of pink in it, but no, not quite. Too dark. Too dark. I think that is what I'm going to use. Let's have a look. Yeah, they do go. Got a little bit of purpley in there. So now I want to get a, I think that's pretty much perfect for the green, but I was thinking of doing a bit of green in the butterfly, and I was thinking that really quite like that. So I want to hold the butterfly down. You just got to play with your colours. I'm a bit obsessed with my Perlade because Pearl, because you don't have to worry too much about, you know, it coming apart. But sometimes you just don't have the right colour, and it needs to be done in the DMC. It's whatever you've got the most of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this down. I've got some Liza Fix on that as well, but I'm going to use this in when I did the other one. Where are we? Here it is. I used a variegated thread around there, but I think having the same colour all the way around is going to make it stand out a little bit, and I really quite like this one. And then I go over the edge and catch that coming through, and I'm gonna go back here, even though there really isn't anything there. I'm going to make something there, just so it's being held down. Beautiful colour for a butterfly, actually. So I'm going to sort of do this colour and maybe a variegated pink in the body, like on here. So we'll see how we go. See how we go. So pretty. I'm going to go all the way to there. Actually, I might even go to here. You learn from your other ones. It's really giving it a good outline. There we go. Oop. Can you see? So it's holding it down but giving it a really emphasizing the wings. I mean, it's being held down with heat and bond, and once again I'm going to go around, and because it's a darker colour you can really see it, which is nice. And on each of the corners I'm going to go over the edge like that, and come back through there like that. I may end up using this for those bits as well. See how we go. I mean, you've only just sort of seen me do this, but sometimes it's kind of nice. Now I'm going to stop there because I've got to do the body I might use the same colour actually, the Steph Francis green, the variegated. Okay. Now it's not a great deal of space, so I'm just going to do the child's name here and then when they were born. So I'm not going to do, you know, the weight and all that kind of stuff. They generally have a book and all that to do that for the kids these days, so I just thought something like a name, like name, birth, plaque type of thing. Probably should turn off my iron. It's clicking away. See, that looks really good. Oh, I forgot to do it here. Oh well, gonna have to go back because it does look good. Yeah. Okay. I'm sure some of us have got grandchildren, or everybody knows somebody that's having a baby, and this is the way that you can make something really cute using your thrift shop frames, and painting them up nicely. Take out the glass and just get some cardboard. Might come up through here. See, it's a bit longer this side here. Okay, that's just how that little motif goes. I might go back through that just so it will hold down a little better. It's better. Okay. Hopefully I'm being in camera. Okay. I'll go up the top because it looks like it's gone up the top here. So, oh, I like that. How good does that look? Love that. Okay, now, I mean, you can do something like this. You just get yourself a template, and like of a butterfly, and you just draw it, even just with a bit of fabric, and then just stitch around it. Sarah from Roxy Creations by Sarah has done a nice tutorial on some butterflies sort of way back, and I asked if she could do the tutorial on those beautiful butterflies she made for Melanie, so hopefully she'll do one, because they were really cute. Now I might we're going to, there we go, I'll go down. I find with a pistol stitch they don't sit flat properly. See, I might do yeah, that's it a little bit better. That one seems a little bit different to that. Yeah, a little bit different in the way that it is. Is that long enough? Probably not. I may have to get some more. I might do 2 here, then I've got to do the center of it, but yeah, that's the basic idea. Okay, now I just don't think that's going to be long enough. I might be able to do 1, but yeah, I need a little bit more because I've got the other butterfly to do yet, so stitch that off. Okay, now what colour am I going to do the body? It's going to be the leaves. I did like the variegated. Look at these. Oh, that is beautiful. How nice is that? I wonder if that would be really nice in the body. But I still think That's probably the best. Do they work together? Yeah, they do. So I'm going to use that same one that I used on there. I really quite like it, but I'll probably go for more of the darker colours. Yep. Definitely. Okay. There. So move it over. What I probably should be doing is this. And maybe some of these. But I'll definitely come back and show some stitching on that one. I think this is going to be the body, which I will just go across. You can see it a little bit more on this than you were able when I did the original bunny. Now I might turn this off. I don't want to burn myself. And yeah, this is the quicker way of doing it. I think I remember I did that last time. I think it stands out a little bit more on this because it was in this one you can't see it as much, and because it's got a lighter background, standing out a little more, which is good. Yep. Okay, like that. Little wormy body. Now I might, once I've done this, I might do some stitching over here with some of these pretty soft colours in the pink on the flowers. Oh. There we go. Fairly tough going through this thing. How cool does that look? Oh, I like it. And then do more of the stuff on there. So just come off here. It just seems to sit better on this butterfly than my other one. And then I'm going to come back to that because you basically know what we need to do, and grab another pin. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to give it a bit of an iron every now and again to make sure it stays flat. Now, I'm going to do some of this. Does seem like a bit of an odd sort of, it's a pinky purple, and it's nice and fine, which is good. I really like how you can use the flowers as a guide. So just pick up a stitch. Only got one thing there, so just gonna okay. I like it. I like it already. And then just stitch in between. Here. And now I'm going to come back with that other colour and do my little, because they're short pistol stitches, you can do that. Maybe just pick up that little piece there. Come in through here. Okay. So cute. Now, I may have to come back over this side and do a few more stitches. In between. Okay. Now it's got a little bit of a small spot here. And when you got a longer bit, like here, you just fill it in as you go, because it's the same colour, like what they call a long and short stitch. Filling it in, not hard. Cute. I generally leave the white. I don't usually worry about that. So I want to go back through here. Okay, into there. What I'll do once this is done, I'll get some of that red and come back over it. There we go. Now I'm going to just pull that out here. And see, it's all it is just a whole heap of straight stitches. And then get this ready pink, and then we come across and go in between, but we find it hard to see at the moment, and just do your little pistol stitches. Okay, which will start here, go along there, maybe 2, go back in here. I don't mind doing pistol stitches when they're short, but when they get long, they don't always. It saves you having, it's just the one step for the thing. There we go. Here's another one. Yep. Got to be careful I don't hook that up. And we start there. So cute. Okay, they've all got them in between, and then what I'm going to do with that little bit just down there is just do a satin stitch so that it stays down. Is there one in between here? I think there might be. That's why I didn't do anything. There we go. Make another one in between here. Once I've done this, I'll show you, and then I'm probably going to stop it and come back with another video while I'm doing that. So when I come here, this has got this half circle which I need to just fill in with a satin stitch. Which is just colouring in next to each other. Until it's all filled in. Okay. I think that's it. There you go. Oop, not too close, too close. There we go. There you go. So I'll probably do the same along here, and then I'm going to get some of this green, and I might just do, you know, maybe just a few lines along there, colouring in that. It's just add as much or as little as you like. I really like that. You can see the difference between that there and that there. It just really brings it out. Okay guys, well that's where we're up to in that, and I think it's really cute once we get the nose in there. So I'm just going to do a running stitch around there in the darker pink and there, and then like this, I'm going to do stitching in probably this creamy colour to highlight it. And you know, you go back to this tutorial to see how you do the body of the bunny, but I just thought if I was going to show you anything more detailed thing on that. And I'm going to come back, we're going to do yeah, show you how to embroider this. I think that will be quite nice. Okay guys, well, 40 minutes, it's pretty long. I will catch you in the next one, and here's how to use my patterns for something other than just your, you know, little block of the month for cute little gifts that you give kids. So okay, I will catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.